just breathe you in like air. I almost died without no blame, no broken pride, just the sound of hearts colliding after being worlds apart. Morning creeps across the floor, finds me waiting like before. Sleep gave up on me last night. Memories kept me in their sight. Coffee cold beside the bed, conversations in my head. I answer things you never said to fill the space you left instead. This is a room of longing, where hope and heartbreak intertwine. Every breath is holding on to what was once mine. This is the room of longing, where love refuses to let go, even when the dawn is breaking and the world moves on below. I leave the door unlocked now, in case you wander back someday. In this room of longing, my heart still chose to stay. So if you ever feel a pull you can't explain, can outrun, it might be this lonely room, still reaching for the one who turned its walls to gold just by being there, and left it forever hanging in the air. There's a quiet on your side of the bed tonight, a hollow shaped exactly to your outline. Pillow cold where your dreams used to fall. Now it doesn't remember you at all. Curtains sway like they breathe in your name. Moonlight plays your unfinished game. Every shadow pretends you're near, then dissolves when I reach through the air. I never knew how loud goodbye could be until silence started shouting at me. This is a space where I miss you, between every heartbeat I take, a pause in the world's rhythm that nothing else can replace. It lives in the air I'm breathing, in words I don't say out loud. This is a space where I miss you, hidden inside every crowd. Your mug still waits by the kitchen sink, lipstick ghost on the porcelain brink. I almost washed it yesterday, but couldn't bear to wipe you away. Your laughter stuck in the hallway walls, echoing when the evening falls, like a song with the ending gone, still playing stubbornly on. I walk around like you might appear, as if hope could pull you back here. This is a space where I miss you, a gap no time can mend, a story with pages missing before stone. Stars would fall like broken glass from nights I spent alone. I'd bottle every comeback I've swallowed in my chest, pour them into oceans, and still not empty what's left. Morning comes without your light, just pale reminders of the night. Sunrise feels a little wrong without you to prove it strong. I wear your sweater like armor now, threadbare hope I won't allow myself to lose the final trace of warmth you left in this place. This is a space where I miss you, soft as a fading bruise, not always bleeding, but aching when I move. This is a space where I miss you, where love outlives goodbye, a permanent constellation in an ordinary sky. Even if I keep living, even if I learn to smile, this is a space where I miss you, and I will for quite a while. So if you feel a sudden sadness with no reason you can see, maybe somewhere in this world you're remembering me. Two hearts out of rhythm, still tied by what was true, living in separate spaces where I miss you, where I miss you. I pushed the door, it creaked your name, like it still knew why I came. Dust danced slowly in the light of a love that left one night. Your shadow lingers on the wall in shapes that rise and fade and fall, a ghost of laughter, faint but true, still echoing because of you. Your book lies open where you read, pause mid-sentence, mid-heartbeat, like time itself refused to move when it realized you wouldn't. I hold my breath to hear you more, but silence was the empty floor. These are the echoes in the room. I'm missing you tonight. Fragments of a broken song, still searching for the light. They bounce between the lonely walls, soft as a fading tune. Love doesn't disappear, it Each drop taps your name again, like the sky remembers too. What I cannot undo. I whisper things I never said. These are the echoes in the room. I'm missing you each day. Voices of the almost we never got to say. They linger in the quiet air, in every half-lit view. 1,000 tiny memories still calling out for you. If sound could turn to silver threads, you see them everywhere, wrapped around the furniture, floating in the air. A web of every I love you that never found release, still vibrating in the dark, still begging me for peace. Morning slips across the floor, like it's been here all before, illuminating dust and doubt, and the shape you left behind. I almost hear you say my name in that sleepy, tender way, but it's just the house settling around the emptiness again. Coffee brews for only one, steam curls up and then it's gone, like promises we thought would last longer than the dawn. These are the echoes in the room, soft as falling snow, not loud enough to shatter me, but too strong to let me go. These are the echoes in the room of missing you always, a symphony of memories time refuses to erase. Even if new voices come, even if my heart finds bloom, some part of me will still be here, listening to echoes in this room. So if you ever feel a pull from somewhere far away, a sadness with no origin, a weight you cannot name, maybe it's these echoes crossing distance, breaking through from a lonely room, still full of missing you. There's a lamp that never sleeps at night, casting halos in the quiet light, on the walls where your shadow used to fall. Now there's no one there at all. Your picture leans against the frame, dust gathered around your name. I trace your smile with trembling hands, like touching you again. The air is thick with things unsaid, words still circle in my head. Every breath that you take in here feels like breathing you instead. I never knew a room could hold so much warmth after it turned cold. This is my lonely room of love, where every heartbeat calls for you, a sanctuary built from love that time could not undo. Your memory is chasing sleep, searching for the warmth it can't give. The clock keeps marching without shame, each tick repeating your name, like it's counting all the days since I watched you walk away. Outside, the world is loud and bright, but none of it feels right, because the only place that felt like home lives in this silent night. I close the door to keep it in, afraid the memories might thin. This is my lonely room of love, where whispers never fade away. Every tear becomes a river that flows but cannot stray. Your laughter floats like distant stars. I'm always dreaming of a sky contained within these walls. My lonely room of hope. If I pack these pieces up, would I finally be free? Or would I lose the only proof you once belonged to me? So I keep the ghost of us alive in frames in empty space, because forgetting you would mean erasing my own place. Morning finds me on the floor, right where I collapsed before. Sunlight creeping carefully, like it knows what it might see. Coffee cold beside my head, another day I didn't plan, just surviving hour by hour inside this fragile tower. Yet sometimes through the quiet pain, a gentle warmth remains, like love itself refused to leave, even when you did. This is my lonely room of love, not only built from tears, but every hope and every dream we carry through the years. This is my lonely room of love, where goodbye never won, where every night I fall asleep and wake to no one. Even if I learn to smile, even if I rise above, a part of me will always live inside this room of love. So if you ever feel a warmth in a place you left behind, maybe it's my heart still there, refusing to unwind. Not asking you to come back now, not praying to the stars above, just keeping safe forevermore. My lonely room of love. The quiet room of my heart, there's a place I never show, past the smiles I let you know, down a hallway made of years, painted softly with my fears. Every step feels paper thin, keep the handle cold and tight, afraid to open it at night. It's the quiet room of my heart, where your voice still lives in there, where every beat begins with you and ends in silent prayer. No one hears the breaking when the world is loud outside. In the quiet room of my heart is where I truly hide. Your name is carved into the wall, not by a blade but by the fall of 1,000 whispered dreams, torn apart at fragile seams. There's a chair where hope once sat, face still folded in its back, waiting like it can't believe love would ever choose to leave. I sometimes sit across from it and pretend you never quit, speaking softly to the space where I still see your face. If healing means to let you go, why does this room say no? It's the quiet room of my heart, where goodbye can't reach the door, where every tear becomes a tide, returning to the shore. I can laugh, I can pretend, play my well-rehearsed part, but the truth stays locked away in the quiet room of my heart. If someone new should wander in with gentle hands and light, would they hear the echo of your footsteps in the night? Would they feel the chill you left beneath my ribs and skin, or warm the air enough to finally let them in? Morning sometimes finds me there, curled beneath invisible prayers, sunlight touching tender ground, where lost forever still is found. I try to sweep the memories out, but they bloom like stubborn doubt, roots too deep to disappear after loving you so dear. Yet among the quiet ache, something soft begins to wake. Not a cure and not a star, just a gentler kind of heart. It's the quiet room of my heart, not only built from pain, but every fragile shining hope that love might come again. It's the quiet room of my heart, where your light will always glow, not to trap me in the past, but to honor what I know, that even broken melody can still be works of art, and every love that changes us lives on inside the heart. So if I seem a little far, lost beneath a distant shore, I'm just walking carefully the quiet room of my heart. I turn the handle slowly tonight, as if the door might break the spell. Dust rose dancing in the light of stories only silence tells. Your footsteps linger in the floor, soft impressions time ignores. Every corner leans toward me like it knows we used to be. The air still carries faint perfume, a ghost that wanders room to room. I breathe it in, close my eyes just to feel you pass me by. I thought that leaving meant you'd go, but love outstays the ones we know. In the room where I miss you, every second bends and breaks. Clocks forget their purpose for the emptiness it makes. Your name hangs in the silence like a song without its tune. I am never more alone than in the room where I miss you. Your jacket waits behind the chair, sleep still reaching for thin air. I almost move it, then I stop, afraid the memory might drop. There's a cup beside the sink, frozen mid-forgotten dream. Lipstick faded but still there, like a promise turned to air. Outside the city roars and spins, cars and strangers, neon skins. But in here the world stands still, obeying only what we were. I whisper things I never said, they echo louder in my head. In the room where I miss you, every shadow is your face. Every sound becomes a step. I'm terrified to chase, hope and heartbreak intertwined. In the quiet afternoon, I am never more alive than in the room where I miss you. If grief had a way, the floor would break. If tears were glass, the walls would shake. If love could choose another place, I wouldn't guard this empty space. But something sacred lingers here, not just loss and not just fear. Warmth that pain cannot consume, still breathing in this room. What's left unsaid, lighting up the hollow side where your dreams once used to hide. Coffee steams for only one day begins but feels undone. I go through motions, play my part, carrying the this fragile heart. Yet sometimes through the quiet ache, a softer feeling starts to wake. Not forgetting, not moving on, just learning how to carry on. In the room where I miss you, even sorrow feels like proof that what we had was real enough to haunt me with its truth. In the room where I miss you, love refuses to decay. It changes shape, becomes the air that never fades away. Even if new light appears, even if new flowers bloom, part of me will always stay in the room where I miss you. So if you ever feel a pull you cannot quite pursue, a quiet ache and crowded nights that no one else can view, maybe it's this lonely heart still reaching through the blue from the roof